So previously we had discussed about the storage account. Is the storage account. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Previously we discussed about storage account.
Yeah.
Now just going to log into the console. We're going to create a storage account. We're going to create a storage account.
Yeah.
I have already
Yeah.
created a resource group for creating storage account.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the search bar and type storage account. And type
Okay.
storage account.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple types of storages are there. I had explained already. What is my blob storage? Huh? Types of storage. Blob storage. Azure files. Huh? Here blob storage.
Yeah.
There is no accounts are there created. Now we're going to create a storage account. Azure storage account is
Mm-hmm.
a should have like whenever you create Azure storage account, the account should be globally unique. The name should be globally unique. Like
Yeah.
the like the in AWS S3 we created the namespace is globally unique. Here also we need to create a storage account also globally unique. Okay.
Okay.
So when you just click on this one to create here, and the
Mm-hmm.
resource group automatically picked up. Here just give the storage name account. You can give any name. It should be globally unique. I'm just giving the name as Azure Javed STG. Okay, STG. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It asking for which type of storage. Whether I want to create a Azure Blob storage, whether I want to create Azure files, whether I want to create a tables and queue storage. Generally, Blob storage are used for the unstructured data. Whereas Azure files are nothing
Okay.
but to share the files folder between the folder. How generally physically how you networkly share like the same thing here share in the cloud. By using Azure file, we can share the files between the multiple virtual machines and also and between on-premises servers to even cloud network also we can share. Another thing is the table and queue storage are used for the to store the database. Here I selected a Azure
Yeah.
Blob storage. Selected a Azure Blob
Okay.
storage.
Yeah.
Here primary workload asking for whether it is big data analytics or backup archive or cloud native or high performance computing, which one you want to use. Okay. Here I'll just keep it as default. I will keep it as default here. There are two options. Other is standard and second one is the premium. Okay. The standard is recommended for most scenarios. Use the general purpose V2 account. Premium is recommended for scenario that have a low latency. And this one you have multiple types are there. LRS, GRS and ZRS and GZRS. What does mean that here? What is my LRS, ZRS, GZRS? If you see here, what is my LRS, what is my ZRS, what is my GZRS?
Mm-hmm.
You see here, if it is LRS, how the data is stored. Okay, this is LRS. So in the
Mm-hmm.
LRS, it will, whatever the replicas, objects will store in the same availability zone.
Okay.
There are three availability zones are there. The objects are
Mm-hmm.
stored in the same availability zone in different hard disk. Like we have a data center having racks are there. And inside the data center have a racks are there. It will store
Okay.
the data, it will replicate the objects in different racks. Okay, to provide the redundancy. Okay,
Okay.
within the same availability zone. It will protect against the
Okay.
it don't create a, like have a multiple disk and a node and rack failures. If inside the data center there is a rack is there, if they don't keep the data in the single rack, they have multiple racks are there, they'll keep this object in multiple racks like different racks. If any rack failure or hard disk failure or node failure, it doesn't affect. If availability zone goes down, the total outage will be there, because we are keeping the these copies in the multiple availability zone. Okay, we are
Okay.
keeping the same
Mm-hmm.
availability zone. What happens here? In the same availability zone while keeping the multiple copies. If the
Okay.
availability zone goes down, the data will be lost. Okay,
Okay.
in which one?
Mm-hmm.
LRS. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Do you remember that classes are there in this one? Which one that is there? Like multiple classes are there in AWS having a standard, like standard infrequent access, like standard 1A. Same thing here also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here what is my LRS? Three replicas in one region. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here, three replicas in one region means that it will keep in the single availability zone. Okay, it will keep in the single availability zone. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
this ZRS, here ZRS,
Mm-hmm.
here ZRS,
Mm-hmm.
see this, first is LRS. Now what,
Mm-hmm.
how does LRS do? It will keep the one copy in the single availability zone, single availability zone. Whereas in the, whereas in the ZRS, it will keep in the multiple availability zone. It will keep in the
Okay.
multiple availability zone. See here this image.
Mm-hmm.
This is the LRS, this is ZRS, and this is GRS and GZRS. Okay. So what does
Mm-hmm.
mean with LRS? Replication inside the data center replicated three times within the single physical location, single availability zone. In the single availability
Uh-huh.
zone, single region. It will have a low cost, protects against server rack and drive failures. If the availability zone goes down because of other, if availability, we are keeping the data inside the availability zone. If the availability zone or data center goes down, the data will be lost. Okay.
Okay.
Whereas here
Mm-hmm.
it will keep in the three availability zone. I have a three copies. So what does it do? Whenever I upload an object, whenever I upload the object into the Azure storage, it will keep the three copies. Like in one availability zone, one copy, another availability zone, one copy, another availability zone, another copy. If any one of the availability zone or data center goes down, there is no outage is there because of it will zone 2 and zone 3 will provide the data redundancy.
Yeah.
Which one? ZRS.
They repeat. Okay.
And what is GRS? GRS here, how GRS work? There is a two regions are there. It will keep in the two regions. So here it is a
Okay.
combination of that how it keeps here. It will create a three copies. It will store three copies inside the one single availability zone, single region. Mean that there are two regions will be there. Inside that one first region, it will keep the three copies in the one availability zone. Okay, understood. Another it will keep
Yeah.
another three copies in another availability zone. That is LRS. Understood. The same availability zone it will create a
Yeah.
three copies in two regions. One region same availability zone, another region also same availability zone. Three copies. Okay.
Okay.
Here,
Mm-hmm.
three copies of the primary region, three copies of the secondary region. Protection of the regional outer space. If any one of the region goes down, it will protect from second region. Okay.
Okay.
So what is my GZRS is nothing but it will keep the three copies of availability zone, three availability zone. Here, three availability zone. Okay. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
It will keep
Yeah.
three availability. First zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 like that. Six copies will be there. It will replicate in the three availability zone. First region.
Okay.
Whereas in the second
Mm-hmm.
region, it will keep the three copies in the one availability zone, single availability zone. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Understood? How many copies it GRS and GZRS will keep? How many copies? Six
Yeah.
copies.
See.
The first
Yeah.
win will give which first one in the single availability zone, single region, and the second region, second availability zone, single availability zone. Whereas in
Mm-hmm.
GZRS, it will keep three in the three availability zones in the first region and three copies in the same availability zone. In the which one? Secondary one. Okay.
Second. Okay.
In secondary
Mm-hmm.
one, three availability zone. There is no availability zone is there. In a single availability zone, three copies. Here, multiple copies in multiple availability zone. Okay. Why we
Mm-hmm.
need to provide the data redundancy? To provide the what?
DJ.
data
Data
redundancy. Okay,
redundancy.
whereas if you check LRS, it will take very less cost. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just select LRS. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then here, second option is the advanced option. In this advanced option, there are multiple options are there. Require secure transfer REST API. I'll just keep it all this. Everything is same. I will keep it as
Mm-hmm.
everything is same. Again, having blob storage are three types. Okay, what are the blob storage are three types. Here, hot, cold, and uh, cool and cold. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like AWS having a storage classes, in this one having a storage classes are hot, cool, and cold. Okay, by the default it will choose
Mm-hmm.
which one? Hot.
Okay.
Whether I want to allow the cross region, cross tenant replication, I can do cross tenant application also. I don't want to show this. And then next select networking.
Mm-hmm.
By the default, whenever the Azure storage is created, Azure storage is created. No network is already created. Okay, automatically created. Whether I want to put in the whether the Azure storage is public or private. Okay, when you
Okay.
select enable, it is available for everyone. Okay, which one?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Public network access. Okay.
Public network access. Yeah.
Okay. And you have a public network access scope enabled from all networks. Whether I want to specifically one IP address, of course I have some specifically some IP addresses are there. Like custom IP is there in AWS. Same thing here. When I want to select like specific one IP address, I want to access storage account, I can give add here also. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Next thing is there. Next thing is there. Data protection. Here see this enable the soft delete for blobs, enable the soft delete. Here as you can see this, there are multiple options are there. This protect your data from accidental or errors deletion. Okay, it's protect from
Mm-hmm.
accidental data or erroneous deletion for modification. I don't need encryption here. I don't need any tags here. I don't need encryption.
Mm-hmm.
Again tags here. Click on the review create. Click on the review create.
Review create.
So it will create a storage account. Okay, inside the
Mm-hmm.
storage account again there is a concept with there. Okay, the container, like an S3 bucket to have S3 bucket here known as the container.
Okay.
It is known as what? Container.
Container.
Here, where in AWS S3 we don't need to create a storage account. Directly we create a bucket and inside the bucket we will keep the objects. Isn't it?
Okay.
Here
Mm-hmm.
we need to create account. Inside the account we have a container.
Okay.
Inside the container we keep the objects.
Mm.
You see this image. This is storage account.
Yeah.
This is the container name. Okay, like this we'll keep this container inside the picture container, movies container. Inside the picture containers we keep the images. Inside the folder container we keep the folder
Full
videos. Okay,
videos. Okay.
container is like a S3 bucket. Okay, a
Mm-hmm.
container organized
Yeah.
set of blobs similar to, whereas S3 bucket is also it is unorganized data or unstructured data you can store. In AWS, they had added there are multiple buckets right now: general purpose bucket and directory bucket, table bucket, and other bucket. Vector bucket is there. They added new things. This table bucket and vector bucket to store the database, store the tables. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here also, by the default, it is a blob storage, and inside this have a container. Container is like a folder, like a folder. Okay, like S3 bucket. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just click on the review create here. Click on the review create here. It will create
Review
a storage
create.
account.
Mm-hmm.
It will create a storage account. Inside the storage account, we can create a multiple containers. Okay, like container is a folder or a directory. Okay, where inside this folder or directory, we keep the objects. We keep the objects. It is look like similar the S3 bucket. S3 bucket.
Okay. Bucket. Mm-hmm.
By default, we had selected a bucket option as a public. Okay, it is a public.
Mm-hmm.
Now go to the resource here.
Mm-hmm.
This is storage account. This is the storage account. The storage account name is Azure Java STG. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
go here. See here, under the data storage, multiple things are there. Here having containers, file shares, queues, and tables. File
Okay.
shares we're going to learn next class. This here container. Container is like what? S3 bucket.
SC
Okay.
bucket.
So
Yes.
when
Yes.
defaultly when you created a Azure storage, one container is created. There is log files are stored. That is called as a log container. Okay. Here click on the
Okay.
add container. Click on the add container. Container name could be should be
Liquid.
anyone. No problem. It is not global unique. Azure storage account only global unique. Container account is not much like that is everything. Okay. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
just give the name here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are not given that. Okay, this now it is now private. I think with public it is given that, but private. Okay, Javascript container here, Javascript container. Okay, I given the
Yeah.
which one? God container. I just
Java
give the Java
container.
CTR container. The anonymous level I have not selected here. You can select it here. You can see here because the objects are in the private. We are not selected anonymous level. Okay, because in the
Mm-hmm.
when if you don't select anonymous in the during the bucket creation, then it will become what? It will become the objects also private. Objects are
Okay.
private. Okay.
Private. Mm-hmm.
Just now create a container now. Once it is created a container, again this container we need to upload the objects. Upload the objects.
Objects. Yeah.
Here again click on this upload to upload an object or any file. Just drag and drop or also you can browse the file. Okay, you can drag and drop also. Okay, just
Mm-hmm.
select any file. Select this file. Okay, don't open. Now click on the upload. Now click on the upload.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now upload an object. Okay, in the previous
Mm-hmm.
thing, whenever I upload an object in S3 bucket, it will how will you access through HTTP endpoint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You remember the AWS how that is there? Same thing here also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
same thing here also. Okay,
Yeah.
check the link here. If you check the link here, what is the storage account name?
Javed
Uh,
STG.
this is which type of storage?
Blob storage.
Here, this is the default DNS name of the Windows Azure.
Okay.
Same thing like in AWS, we have a Java with S3 bucket dot S3 dot AWS dot AWS East US East.com. Do you remember? The same thing here also. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the which one? Container name. This is the
Okay. Containerization.
this is the name is which name? This is the object name. Okay.
Okay.
Can you access? No, it is not possible to access because of we are not given the anonymous level. We are not enable the object level permissions. Okay. What we get
Yeah.
here? We'll get error here. We'll get error.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yeah.
That is that to create a which one storage account and to create a container. I'm going to upload the inside the container. We're going to create a objects. We're going to create objects.
Objects. Yeah.
So here this is a storage account. The Azure STG. We check here.
Mm-hmm.
This storage account. Okay, let me create this time with the public access. With the public access. With the public access. Okay.
Public access.
I'm just delete this
Mm-hmm.
storage account. We'll create a new one. We'll create a new one with the anonymous.
New one.
Previously, we are not disable this anonymous access. We are enabled. Right now, we're going to disable and we create a new storage account. New storage account. Okay. And inside
Storage
this
account. Yeah.
inside this the storage account, we're going to upload. Then it will have a anonymous. I think it is there. How would it change this one? I don't find any option here. I don't find any option here. The data protection, I don't find any option here. Everything is there, but I don't find this option.
Can you hear me,
You're
brother?
in Dhaka still?
Yes, yes, I'm still in Dhaka, brother. There's a wedding in my family, my brother, so
Your brother
just
wedding?
doing some. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. When is the wedding date?
It it is the 22nd and the 24th, two
Okay.
days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't think we find. We created previously. Here, you can see this. You can observe this.
Mm-hmm. Enabling anonymous access and okay.
Are there in like this very small things? We need to pick. It is very difficult to search compared to AWS. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Allowing enable anonymous access means we giving the public. Okay, the container may be public. Okay, by default the container is in the which state? Private state. Okay, just now
Privacy. Yeah.
glue on the click on the review and create. Now create a container.
Mm-hmm.
Now create a container. Inside the container
Mm-hmm.
we're going to upload the objects. Now objects will be like have a it will be the public mode. It means nobody can anybody can access the objects. Previously
Objects.
we had
Okay.
when the default when the storage account is created, the container is in the private mode. We are not, it is in anonymous mode. Okay, so now
Mm-hmm.
disabled here. Now created a container is in the public mode. So whenever upload object, now anybody can access, anybody can access. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now storage account is creating. So now resource is created, storage account is created. Now we're going to create a containers. Okay, now we're going to create a containers. Here an option
Mm-hmm.
is the container. The container name, we're going to create a container here. Now add container. Now you can find the level here, private public. Previously it is not there.
Okay.
So previously, because of by the default, the container is in private mode. We don't find any option to select these three. Okay. Right now, I just
Mm-hmm.
disable that option because this instead of anonymous, it is become a like I have public access, having a public access. Understood?
Public access. Yeah.
Here I'm just giving the name as a Javed CTR. Again, it will accept 456. Then you want to keep this anonymous level as public or private. Okay, now I'll put here this blob here, anonymous for containers blob, or blob anonymous read, container anonymous, read only access for containers and blob. Both, see here. You can see here, blob
Mm-hmm.
private means everything is private, blob means anonymous read access for blob only, means object only. Okay. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
when you put here container anonymous read access for containers both one, both are public. You'll give the read access for container also, for object also, for object also. Okay.
Also, yeah.
Now created a I just created a container with the what is the public mode. Okay, the public read. Okay, this is a
Mm-hmm.
container. Inside the container again I upload the object. I upload the object. Okay. Here
Object.
just click
Yeah.
on this upload the object here and browse for the files.
Mm-hmm.
Then the same thing I'll do like previously what image this image is there. Open here, then upload. By the default, this object is in the which one? Okay, here just click on this one object to access this object.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you upload the object, it will create an endpoint. How can access? By using HTTP or HTTPS. Just copy
Mm-hmm.
uh, this URL and paste in the browser. Now I can
Okay.
check here. Okay,
Posted. Okay. Yeah.
understood. So like
Mm-hmm.
previously, object is in the private mode. Right now I'm in the which mode? It is in the public mode.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
So whether I want to create upload a folder, then I upload a folder. We can upload the folder also. We can upload the folder here. Add directory.
Oh,
You can give the name. This will create a virtual directory for. Okay, no. Here upload. Whether I want to create a folder here, click on the upload. See here, there is option is there advanced on the advanced tab. Okay, whether I want to upload this object to a specific folder. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Previously, I just upload an object. I want to upload a specific folder, like I'll just create a folder name is Java folder. It will
Mm-hmm.
create a Java folder and the object is uploaded to Java folder. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Now see here. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the what? Object and a folder. To upload an object and folder. We can upload the object, we can upload the folder also. We can upload the folder also. Inside the folder, again we can upload the objects. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that is the storage account. That is a storage account. Another thing is there. Previously, we had discussed about that how to create a static website using a Azure Storage Account. Okay. How to create a
Yeah.
static website using the Azure Storage Account. Okay. To create
Sure.
a
Yeah.
static storage account, okay, here to create a static website using storage account, just scroll down here. Under the data management tab, we have one static website is there. What is that?
Static website.
So to I have a code is there. I created a code like I have some website code is there. I want to deploy this code. I want to deploy on the storage account. It's, by using this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, I want to upload to the specific static website. I want to create a static website using a storage account. Generally, this website can be created previously in Azure Virtual Machine. By using Virtual Machine, we had installed the web services, then we created a web server and we uploaded code. But instead of that, easily we can create a website by using a Azure Storage Account. By using a storage account.
Yeah.
Okay. Just click
Storage.
on the
Yeah.
static website. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here, click on the enable here. Index.html. Here the same thing like index.html. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
here error.html. Okay.
Yeah.
Now see here. Okay, here we don't need create any bucket. Okay, don't create a bucket. If you create a bucket, you will get error. In the AWS, we create a bucket. Understood?
Okay. Yeah.
In AWS, how we create the static website? First, we need to create bucket. Go to the bucket and go to the object actions tab and go to the properties tab. Under properties tab, there is an option is there static website. We need to enable here, but we don't create here any container. If you create a container, then we will get error. There is no option we
Yeah.
can
Okay.
find. Okay, there is directly we
Okay.
can create. Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you create a static website, it automatically one container is created that is called as you can check here one container is created that is called $web. You can check here now.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Here one container is created. You can check here. Previously it is not there.
Okay.
Previously it there. It's not there. Whenever I create a static website, it automatically created.
Yeah.
So now I get to the web here. This folder. Okay, you don't need to create any storage account here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just upload here. Again the what is the content of the or nothing but a code of the website. Okay, code of the website. Okay, again go
Yeah.
to the browse files. There is the index file. Okay, index file.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is having error. I had uploaded something else. Upload I uploaded something else, brother. I had not uploaded the index file. Again, you need to upload the error.html. Okay, that is the error file. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think you know that how to create error page, huh?
Yes, we did it last time.
Okay. Okay. Now upload it to the content of the website. Go to the container again here. Go to the
Mm-hmm.
static website. Under the data, the management, your static website is there. Click on the static website. You can check here. This is the endpoint or to access the website. This is the URL. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Go to here and paste here in the browser. The browser. Now okay.
Yeah.
That is which one? Static website. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you create a static website? For creating the static website, go to the storage account under the data management tab. Go to the static website, give the index.html, error.html, and upload the website content. Okay, like index HTML page and a error HTML page. That's it. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that is which one? Static website. Static website. Okay.
Website. Yeah.
Next thing is there. Here previously we had studied about the storage classes in AWS. Here having a storage classes also there. There are multiple types of tier is there. Hot tier, cold tier, and cold tier. Okay. That Azure Storage Account having a multiple tiers of there.
Okay.
That hot tier. Okay. What is that? Next is the cold tier
Mm-hmm.
and cool tier. Like I have S3 standard, S3 standard class, multiple things are there. Here also, the tiers are there. Tiers. Okay. To reduce the pricing. Okay. Why you use storage classes in AWS? To reduce the price, to do the cost optimization.
Yeah.
Understood? Here also
Mm-hmm.
multiple tiers are there. Access tiers for blob data. Data stored in the cloud grows at exponential pace. To manage the cost for expanding storage, it is helpful to organize the data based on how frequently you are accessed and how long it will retained. Azure Storage offers the different access tiers so the storage can blob data in the most effective manner based on how the being used. Azure access tiers are hot tier, cold tier, and archive tier, smart tier. Understood?
Okay. Yeah.
Whenever you upload the object, it will select default is the hot tier. It is the online tier optimized for storing. That is access for modified frequently. Means the data I am accessing very frequently. I keep the data inside the hot tier. With hot tier
Hot
having
tier. Okay.
less latency, okay, and high
Mm-hmm.
storage
So
cost.
default is hot.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So hot tier has highest storage cost. Same thing whenever I upload object to the AWS S3, it will keep in the ST standard mode. Then it will keep having a low latency and high cost. Same here also.
Okay.
Okay. Storage cost are high here, but access cost is low. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next leg is the next tier is the online optimized storage that is infrequently accessed data. Like I am not accessed after 30 days when I am accessing. Now to cold tier has a lower storage cost, higher access cost compared to the hot tier. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is a cold tier is an online tier for storing the backup data. I want to do the backup data in the folder which is stored for minimum 30 days, 90 days. Mean that I had not accessed any data. I'm accessing data after 90 days. I am three after 3 months or 6 months. I'm accessing data minimum 3 months. I'm accessing the data after 3 months. Then we need to keep in which tier? Cold tier. It will reduce the cost. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Mm-hmm.
archive tier is like a glacier. It is offline tier optimized for storing data, rarely used, that can flexible latency requirement. It is used for after 180 days. Okay.
Okay.
Smart tier
Mm-hmm.
automatically moves from data from one tier to another tier according to your like how you are accessing. Suppose you access it within 30 days, the price will be according to your type of how you are accessing data. The price will be charged according to your how you are. Suppose you are accessing within 30 days, the price will be different. Another if you are accessing after 60 days, the price will be different. It will different prices for the type of access. Which one? That is smart tier. That is a smart tier. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here I just go to the storage account. Here again go to the storage account. Inside the storage account, okay, we have a containers are there. Okay, we have a containers are there.
Mm-hmm.
In this one containers, I just have a container as this. I want to upload an object. Want
Mm-hmm.
to upload an object.
Mm-hmm.
Just click on this object here. I just upload another object. I want to upload. So this one I just upload here. Whenever click on this one, click on the advanced tab. What is the here? What is the tier here? See here. Access tier or
Mm-hmm.
which tier? Hot tier
Cool tier,
and cold tier and
code, archive.
so these are types of tier. Okay. So whenever default is hot tier is access time is latency is very less and cost are high.
Yeah.
When you move from one tier to other tier, like when you move from hot to cool, cool to cold, cold to archive, the cost will be less and the latency also increases.
Mm-hmm.
Understood?
Yeah.
Suppose if you select cool, what happened here? It will having less price, having a less price. Okay.
Yeah.
These are the types of tier. Types of tier. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
So here I have an objects are there, multiple objects are there. I need to keep this object one class to other class. I want to move from one class to other class means I want to move from hot tier to cold tier to archive tier. We're having thousands of millions of objects are there. To change from one class to other class, it is very difficult to me to manage such huge number of objects. Then what I do here in the previously it was AWS lifecycle management is there. Same here also there. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a one option is there. Have a data lifecycle management.
Mm-hmm.
What is the option here? Lifecycle management.
Yeah.
I click on the add rules here and the name of the rule. Anything I can give. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Here same thing. Apply rules to the all blobs or specific blobs. Huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then click on next here. Then I just give the like 30 days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are two options are there. One is the last modify check here blobs here. What options are there? Next move to the which one? Cool storage. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then here same thing, brother. Same thing, same.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Now you understand this? What happens here?
Yeah.
It will move to the after 30 days move to the cold stage. After 30 days to the cold tier. I can move to the archive tier. After 90 days it will delete it.
Okay.
This is which one?
Mm,
Data lifecycle management. Data.
data life cycle.
So what does data lifecycle management do? Suppose I want to transition this object from one class to other class to reduce the cost. We're going to use which one? Data lifecycle management. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you use data lifecycle management, automatic moves the object from one class to other class. to reduce the cost
Okay.
optimization. Suppose huge number of
Mm-hmm.
objects are there. When you want to do manually each and every object, you go and we need to select and we need to move the object one class to other class. Whether I want to do it after 30 days, very difficult to maintain such huge number of objects. Instead of, I just suggest the Azure to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Azure will
Yeah.
take care, and Azure will take care, and will when you create a lifecycle management, when you give the values like how many days you need to keep in one class, how many days in other class,
Mm-hmm.
when you give the values, it automatically deleted and it will move from one class to another class. Understand?
Okay.
That is
Yeah.
what data lifecycle management. Okay.
Zero. Yeah.
Within 40 minutes, we had covered so many things. What is the first thing we had created? We created a storage account which is in the objects are in the private mode. First thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And second thing is we create a storage account with the public access. Containers are the public access. In both cases,
Yeah.
we are upload an object. Okay. First one
Yes.
is the we don't
Mm-hmm.
have any option to manage the container because the container default is in the private mode. Okay.
Yeah.
And second
Mm-hmm.
time when you create a storage account, it is in the public mode. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then next thing is there. Next thing is there. We created a which then next thing is the upload an object and we had the account container is in the public mode. When you set when you put in the container public mode, inside the container and is all public mode and also object public. When you upload the object, we can instead of myself, then other people can access because in the public there are other that is public available means anyone can access the object by using the HTTP endpoint. HTTP endpoint.
Endpoint. Yeah.
That's it. And next thing is there. We had discussed about the tiers of that. What are the tiers? What are the hot tier, cold tier, and a cold tier, and archive tier, and a archive tier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then we discussed about the static website. What is that?
Static website.
How to create a static website? We don't need to create any content area. Directly create a static website and upload the content into the inside the web container. Okay.
Okay.
Then we had another topic is the lifecycle management. What is that?
Lifecycle management.
So lifecycle management, we do the automation. Azure will do the automation, and it keeps the object from one class to other class. It will transition from one class to other class. Or if you want to manage like delete, I want to this object need to be deleted sometime. We can add in the lifecycle management. It will automatically delete. You don't need to manage.
Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll
Yeah.
go for the versioning. Tomorrow we'll go for the versioning. Then we go for the Azure Storage Explorer, and we have another
Uh-huh.
option is there, like few options is there, SAS, 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 and okay, like CLI is there. We'll check that how will you manage then AWS CLI. Same here, CLI is also there. Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll complete the Azure Storage and go for the next thing is the that is AM, that is the enter ID. Okay.
IAM, right?
Yes, I am the tier enter ID. It's known as enter ID.
Enter. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow I'll see you. Okay. Tomorrow I'll see you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See you, brother. Thank you.